Okay, you already done that in the 10 plus 2, the basic concept of the corrosion. Now we can go through that the definition, classification, application, how do you prevent the corrosion, like that had studies in this today's classes. Corrosion. What do you mean by corrosion? Anyone had to define that the corrosion? First questions. Yeah. Anyone?
Sir, reaction of metal surface with oxygen or moisture present in the atmosphere.
Very good. So you know about that, the corrosion, it is also known as the cancer of metal. One quoted will be there, that corrosion they started on the surface of the metal, that will be the cancer of the metal. You know about that human being, they started the cancer diseases, what they had to suffering that the first stage, second stage, the third stage. Similar way, the corrosion, they started corrosion, means the chemical reaction they have been done on the surface of the metal by the chemical reaction or electrochemical reaction or in a biochemical reaction. So many types of different reactions they have been done. Then some of that metals is an active metal, passive metal, and the noble metal classification. Later we can discuss. In the active metal, it is very easily they can react with these types of chemical reactions that have been done. Then started corrosion, losing the physical and the chemical properties. Understood? Okay. How do you prevent and how do you control? Later we can discuss. First you can do that the definition. So the corrosion is spontaneous destruction and deteriorations of the metals. Means without involvement of any catalyst, without involving with external sources, the metal they started the chemical reactions or electrochemical reaction or biochemical reaction on the surface of the water, then they started corrosion. Understood? Understood no definition? Assume that,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, assume that this is on the metal. For example, I am taking that iron metal. This simple, very easily they had understood that iron metal. You are aware that the constructions of the building, bridges, or anywhere you are seeing that different types of the metals we are using, the constructions of architecture or buildings, roads, bridges, everywhere they are using different types of the metal. Basically, they are using that the iron metal. This is on the iron. Assume that this is on the iron metal. Okay, this iron metal, for example, this is the iron metal. Now the chemical reaction they have been done means that the dry corrosion or maybe the wet corrosion. In the dry corrosion sense that in the moisture or maybe some water or maybe different types of the gases are available in the given atmosphere, these metals they started corrosion. The loss of chemical and the physical property of the metal. The chemical reaction they have been done, the oxidation they have been done, then we can say that it is a corrosion.
So,
Okay.
could you start the recording, please?
Pardon?
So, could you start the recording, please?
Recording is not required. You want to be the PPT means later I'm given the PPT to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the students, they're only they have to using the recording points. You want any clarification in the online class, you can ask to us in the classrooms. You want to be the PPT, later I'm forwarded the PPT to you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, again the metal classification, three types, active metal, passive metal, and the noble metal. What do you mean by active metal? Anyone? Active metal?
Sir, which quickly reacts.
Yes, very good. It is very easily they started oxidation and the reaction that have been done, then we can say that it is an active metal. Passive metal,
Take some time.
it takes some time means first they started, slowly they started corrosion, the formation of the oxidized layer on the surface of metal. For example, this is on the metal. These types of these, some of that, slowly they started the corrosion. First they had a formation, this type of the layer on the surface of the metal. Okay, then stop the corrosion slowly. Then this types of the metal is known as passive metal. Active metal means very easily they started oxidation or corrosion. Passive metal means slowly they started the corrosion, the formation of the oxidized layer on the surface of the metal. Then those metal is known as passive metal. Then the noble metal. What about the noble metal? How do you define that the noble metal?
So they don't react at all.
Yeah, they don't react with any acid or maybe bases. They have been resist to any acid or maybe bases. Those metals or alloys is known as noble metal. So now here the definition itself indicated now without any external sources, the reaction have been done by chemical or electrochemical or biochemical reaction they have been done. Then that process of the metal or surface, you can say that it is an corrosion. For example, for first example, see that here, the first example, rusting of iron. I'm already taking that here, the iron. Okay. Now this iron metal is active metal. Okay. Oxidation they have been done. Now they can convert it into iron oxide. Okay. Fe2, the ferrous oxide. So this ferrous oxide, then this compound Fe2O3, okay, Fe2O3, that on the rest of that compound, the formation on the surface of the metal. Okay, this is on the FeO3, Fe2O3, this is on the surface, whatever that metal will be taking, the iron metal. So these types of layer, they have been formation on the surface of the metal, we can say that the rusting of iron. Second one, example, tarnishing of the silver. So what is that example now we are taking here? Silver. In the given atmosphere, the sulfuric hydrogen sulfide is on the gases. Again, oxidation they have been done. Now the sulfur layer is coated on the surface of the silver. Now this on the dull color, silver is behind the appearance that the white color type or shining color. Now the silver is coated on the surface of this. The sulfur is coated on the silver metal. Now the color of the silver is in the dull color will be indicated. Now the silver is coated on the sulfur is coated on the silver metal. Then once again they have to start it. You can say that it is on the tarnishing of silver metal. Then the next example, scales of the copper. Now you can doing that the preparations. What happened here? Now the copper metal, again maybe on this metal we're taking that the active metal, copper. Now in the presence of once again the oxidation they have been done. In the oxidation means the corrosion that is started in the given moisture, H2O. Then in the presence of as well as the sum of the moisture as well as some of carbon dioxide is available in the given atmosphere. Now they can convert it the composition, they have to got it Cu2, OH twice, CO3. Please remember that all these three reactions they are asking in our midterms exams. Okay, these types of the question they are asking in your midterms exam. What types of the reactions have been done in the copper, silver and the iron? Understood? Any doubts?
Sir, could you please just repeat what is active metal and passive metal, please?
Active metal. Active metal means very easily they started oxidation. Very easily they reacted with any acid or maybe bases. For example, iron, okay, or maybe magnesium. Just have to insert it in acid media or maybe basic media, the strong acid or strong base. Then the sum of the metal, their dissolution, dissolved in the given solution. Understood? Some part of the metal is dissolved into the given solution. For example, assume that this is on a beaker. I'm taking this is on the beaker. Now I'm taking here this is on the acid. In a beaker, I'm taking that acid, sulfuric acid or nitric acid or concentrated acid. Now this metal, assume that this is on the piece of that metal. This active metal, I'm example I'm taking here that iron. Please listen here, that iron. Understood? So
Yes.
the part of this metal is inserted into the given acid or maybe bases. Okay, then the wet corrosion. This part, which part of that metal had to dip into the given solution. Now this part is very easily they started corrosion. That we can say that the wet corrosion. Dry corrosion means again these types of the metal we have to kept it outside in the given atmosphere. Okay, in the given atmosphere means sense that different types of the gases are available in the atmosphere. They can attacking on the surface of the metal. This metal they started corrosion within a 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, or maybe 1 week. Now here some part of that, some rest part will be developed on the surface of the metal. That metal it is known as active metal. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Passive metal means what? Once they had started corrosion, slowly they started corrosion. The formation of oxidized layer. These types of oxidized layers, they've been formation surface of the metal. Now slowly they stop the corrosion. Understood? For example, chromium, titanium, aluminum, some many examples are there. Then those metals, initially they started corrosion, dissolve into the given acid or maybe bases. Then they had a formation of oxidized layer. Then those metals we can say that passive metal. Okay?
Yes,
The
sir.
third type, noble metal, means you can take that the gold, platinum, or any other types of the metal. They have to resist in the acid and the bases. No effect they have been given. They have to dip into the given acid, bases, or maybe any salt solution. They should not react to it. They are not oxidation. They have been done. Those metal is known as noble metal. Understood? In the periodic table, different types of metals are there. Are to classified active metal, passive metal, and the noble metal. Yes? Any doubts?
Sir,
Yes?
sir, I have a doubt. Sir, for reaction of passive metal, first we have to do wet corrosion. Then after they will corrode.
Yeah. First, initially, they have formation of oxidized layer. Once any acid or maybe bases you have taken, once they have been formation of oxidized layer, then they started corrosion. Slowly they started corrosion, means the oxidized layer formations means they started already been done. Okay. Then some of the time they have been stable, that metal. Once again,
Yes, sir.
later stage, once again they started corrosion. Not stop 100% corrosion in the passive metal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, see that here in the chart, in this figure, we have to understood what do you mean by corrosion? Metal. What do you mean by metal? Anyone have to define that the metal? Yes?
It can be termed as a source of electrons since it's
Yes, very good. So now the different types of metals we are using for the different sources for the different application. For example, once again I'm taking here iron, zinc, cobalt, nickel, different types of the metal we are using. For example, I'm taking here that iron. Okay, what types of the reactions have been done? Iron is an active metal. Now here, this arrow mark, the first arrow mark will be indicated. See that here, this arrow mark go from left to right hand side, that arrow mark will be indicated. Now oxidation they have been done. Oxidation they have been done. For example, I'm taking here iron metal. So now this iron Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus, then oxidation they have been done means loss of 2 electron. Okay, oxidation means what? Loss of electron. Reduction means gain of electron. You know about very well in the electrochemistry topic. So now the reaction moves toward that the metal. So we're taking that iron, oxidation they have been done. So oxidation they have been done means this metal, they started converted into metallic compound. See that here, iron is a metal. Now that metallic compound means Fe2 plus, metallic compound, iron. Fe2 plus is an metal ion formation, then the free energy is liberated. Now this metal is a higher energy state, oxidation they have been done. That oxidation they have been done, the metal is converted into metal ion. That process is known as corrosion. Please listen here, that process is known as corrosion. Okay, then the reverse process from that with the metal ion. So now Fe2 plus is then gain of 2 electron is give rise to Fe. So now that reverse reaction, see that in the reverse reaction, this metal ion is converted into metal, means whatever that the layer they have been oxidized layer they have been formation, the metal ion is the gain of 2 electron. That process is known as, the gain of electron means reduction reaction. Now that process is known as the metallurgy. Removal of that any content, any layer or any oxidized layer on the surface of metal, we can completely remove that. This metallic ion is converted into once again the forms of pure metal. That process is known as metallurgy. That reaction is known as reduction reaction. Understood now? Oxidation, corrosion, reduction, metallurgical process. The metal is converted into metal ion, the metal ion converted into metal. These are the vice versa, the extraction of metallurgical process. See that here. In our daily life, in our homes, hostels, or everywhere, maybe in all corners of that your nearby that your places, just you can see that these are these iron metal. Now this part, see that this part once again they started corrosion. In the chemical industries or many other types of the industries, we are using the different types of the pipes, they passing the chemicals. from one place to the another place, there may be a reactant or any other reagent. Once again, these types of the pipe, they started the color changes will be indicated. This metal, they started the corrosion. What is the reason? Why they started the corrosion now? Here?
Sir, layers have been removed, sir.
Pardon? Yes, yes.
Sir, they are active metal, sir, and that coating has been removed. They are in
Yeah,
contact
very
with that.
good. Very good. What's your name?
Sir, Sakit.
Sakit. Very good, Sakit. See that here, we are preparing that these types of the iron gates, the iron materials is on the active metal. Now is not proper coating this material. So in the given atmosphere, some of that moisture or any other types of the gases, they can react to this this side. Okay, wherever that may be not perfectly the coating the material, this side once again they started corrosion. Here the loss of physical and the chemical property of the metal, that is known as again the corrosion. Okay, in the chemical industries, leaking the chemicals, different types of the chemicals, acid and the bases we are using. Now the leaking the chemicals, that iron pipe. So now some days, some years, these pipe the leakage have been done. Once again, these breaking these types of the pipe, they started corrosion. Okay. Now here, this is the whatever, so showing that for this one, silver. So now this yellowish color should be there on this vase, will be indicated. This yellow color should be there on the sulfur. On the core, the sulfur is available as coated on the surface of iron, not iron, the silver. So the tarnishing they have been done. See that here. Now they completely remove that the sulfur particle, the sulfur coated as the sulfur scale on the surface of the Ag. Now after and before, see that the differences. Now, classification of the corrosion, mainly two types. Okay, first one is on dry corrosion or chemical corrosion. Second one is wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion. So my question is, how do you define that the dry corrosion? Anyone? The name itself indicated it is a dry corrosion.
So where moisture is not involved in corrosion.
Moisture is there. Moisture is there because in the given atmosphere, moisture is there. Without moisture, how it can possible to start at the corrosion?
So there's no electricity involved.
No electricity involved. Half of that reaction. Okay, fine. Sam, any other?
Sir, oxidation of the metal occurs.
Oxidation of the metal across. Okay, fine.
Sir,
Another
no
most
electrolyte
important-
is involved.
Yes, very good. That electrolyte is not involved. Okay, electrolyte is not essential. So my question is, what do you mean by electrolyte? Yeah, what do you mean by electrolyte? Somebody can say that the electrolyte is not involved. Electrolyte is not essential.
It's a salt solution of the.
Pardon?
Passive elements we can take. For passive elements, we need acid, sir.
Passive
For
element?
corroding the surface. You have told chromium. For
Yeah.
passive elements, we have to first.
You should not take only one example. Many metals are there. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Passive element, we need, sir. Acids like electrolytes, sir. We need.
Okay, electrolyte. Okay. Very good. So
Active
see that
elements
here.
will.
Yeah. Continue. Better, the more
Sir,
important thing
active
is on the
element
online classes.
itself corrodes, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, I told active elements will corrode itself only. We need, for passive elements, we need electrolytes, sir.
Yes. Very
For removal of that layer, sir.
Yeah. So now, here in the dry corrosion or chemical corrosion, the definition, directly the chemical reaction they have been done. Please listen here. The chemical reaction they have been done between the environment and the metal or alloys. What do you mean by environment here? Yes, between the environment and the metal and the alloys. Then they start the chemical reaction they have been done without electrolyte, where any acid, bases or any salt we are not involved in. Directly in the given atmosphere, different types of gases are available. moistures are available, they can attract it, they can attacking on the surface of the metal, then the metal started corrosion. So my question is, so now here the chemical reaction done between environment and the metal are aligned. Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Understood no question? Here this given environment, yeah, tell me what is that environment? The reactions that have been done in the given environment, metal and alloys. Which is an environment?
The atmosphere.
Oxygen in the air.
Oxygen in the air. Please listen here. The chemical reactions that have been done, okay, in the given sense that the environment sense that the reaction, some of the different types of the gases are available in the given atmosphere. Okay, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, nitrogen oxide, or any other different types of the gases are available. So those gases, okay, in the environment is available, maybe an acid type or maybe the basic type. So those types of different types of the gases, elements are available, or maybe compounds are available in the given atmosphere. They can react with the metal or alloys. That type of the reaction they have been done, that is known as the dry corrosion. Okay. Second point, second difference. Without electrolyte, we are not using any acid. The liquid state we are not using here. Okay. Any acid or maybe bases we are not using, or any salt we are not using. Though electrolyte is not essential to start the corrosion, that type of corrosion is known as dry corrosion. So now the dry corrosion they started by the directly chemical reactions such as which one? Oxygen, okay, in the given atmosphere, different types of the halogens, chloride, bromide, or CCl4 or different types of the gases are available, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen dioxide, okay, then the nitrogen, then anhydrous inorganic liquids with the different metal. Many more are there. Okay, in the given atmosphere, we are not seeing properly, we're in our naked eyes. Those types of different types of the gases are available. They can react with and the metal or alloys. They started the metal corrosion. That corrosion is known as dry corrosion. Second type, wet corrosion. What do you mean by wet corrosion? The title itself says that the wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion. Yes.
Which occurs in the presence of electrolyte.
Yes, very good. In the presence of electrolyte. The difference is in the presence of electrolyte. Okay. So now the wet corrosion, they started here. You know about very well in the electrochemistry. The two electrodes we are taking, one is an anode, another one is on the cathode, the formation of the cell. Understood now? Cell means what? It consists of the two electrodes. One is an anode, another one is an cathode. What do you mean by anode and cathode? You done know electrochemistry topic?
So the negative and positive terminals.
Negative and positive. What negative and positive? What negative and that is a sign indicated. Negative and positive. How do you define that?
At an node
Anode is state of oxidation.
Yes.
Anode is state of oxidation.
Then
cathode is state of reduction.
Reduction. Very good. So now here the existing between the separating between the anode and cathode by the flowing that the conducting current. For example, this picture just I had to show that here anode is an oxidation, cathode is on the reduction. Now in between that the two electrodes we are using electrolyte. Okay, for example, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, or maybe as any NaOH, KOH, or any salt solution acts as an electrolyte. The substances they converted into ionic form. That is known as electrolyte. Okay, a molecule or maybe that substances, a solid or maybe liquid state, converted into ionic form. Ionic form. For example, I'm taking here electrolyte is on the HCl. So now this HCl is an electrolyte. Now it will be dissociation to give that the H plus and the Cl minus ion. H plus and the Cl minus ion. Understood? Sulfuric acid you can take H plus and SO4 2 minus ion. Then you can take the base NaOH, Na plus and the OH minus ion, KOH, K plus and the OH minus ion. These types of the molecules, okay, is converted into ionic form, that is known as electrolyte. You can take that acid, base or any salt solution. Okay, two electrode is immersed. One is on anode, another one is on the cathode. Anode means oxidation reaction, cathode means reduction reaction. You know that very well. In the anodic reactions, what happen here? The metal is converted into metal ion, the loss of electron. See that here. Metal is converted into metal ion, the loss of electron. Example, just give me one example here. Anode. Yes.
Copper, sir.
Copper, zinc.
Copper, zinc. Okay, I'm taking that this is a simple example. Please listen here. No, I'm assuming that, I assume that here the anode is on the zinc metal. Okay, the anode is on zinc metal. So now the cathode is on the copper metal. Understood? Zinc and the copper metal. Now what happened here? The zinc. Now the zinc metal anodic reaction. Okay, oxidation they have been done. Zn is give rise to what happened here? Zn
2 plus.
Yes, very good. Zn 2 plus. Then the loss of how many electrons?
2 electrons.
2
Yes,
electrons.
very good. 2 electron. So this types of the reaction that have been done will be indicated generally M. M means is on metal is converted into Mn plus. I'm taking that here the specific example. Zn zinc is converted into Zn2 plus the loss of 2 electron. Similar way iron Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus the loss of 2 electrons. Many metals are there. You can select it. The most active metal is on the anode metal. Okay. Now the copper. Copper oxidation reduction reactions. What happened here? The reaction
Cu2 plus.
Yes, very good. Cu2
Plus
plus
2 electrons gives
gain
copper.
of 2 electrons. Very
Plus 2
good.
electrons.
So
You
gives
raise
copper
to
metal.
Cu.
So now here what happened? The anodic reaction, oxidation have been done. Some part of the zinc metal is dissolved into the given solution. Because the active metal dissolution they have been done. Okay. Now here the dissolution, the oxidation, the reaction have been done. But here come to that the cathodic reaction, reduction reaction, the gain of the electron. Okay, the gain of the electron. So now in this electrochemical corrosion reactions, in the cathodic side, there are two types of the reaction that have been done. One is hydrogen liberated, evolutions of the hydrogen. Hydrogen evolutions means depending upon that what types of electrolytes you are taken. What types of electrolytes you are taken. For example, HCl. Okay, the hydrogen is liberated, the hydrogen gas is liberated. So now for that here, see that in the reduction reaction, in the moisture, oxidation they have been done, the oxygen O2, the moisture, the gain of electrons. Now here the product they have to got it, OH minus. What is that OH minus indicated in the organic chemistry? Yes. OH group means what? This is a functional group. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Very
Alcohol.
good, that alcoholic
Base.
group. So now this is one of the most basic important functional group, that most reactive one, that one. Which one? OH group, 3-hydroxyl group. It is very easily they can combine with metal ion. See that here in the cathodic reaction, OH group is liberated. Understood? In the cathodic reaction, OH group is liberated. But here, which one? The metal we are taking active metal, this OH, please listen here, this OH combined with the metal ion, then the formation of metal oxide, metal hydroxide. This metal hydroxide, the product they have to got it, then that compound it is known as the corrosive product or with the rust formation. It is very easily the rust formation they have been done, that OH group combined with metal ion. Okay. Second part, see that here the hydrogen is liberated depending upon the given electrolyte solution. Second point, absorptions of oxygen, see that here absorptions of the oxygen, liberated OH group depending upon the given nature, the acidic nature or basic nature or the neutral nature. See that here, that reactions, how they are liberated. Hydrogen, so this is on the given electrolyte, okay. In the given electrolyte, in the cathodic side, liberated of the hydrogen. On the other side, OH minus. Now, come to this point, this is most important. Assume that in this diagram, this picture, this is on the metal. Please listen here. This is on the metal, okay, in the dry corrosion. Okay. So now, or maybe dry corrosion without any electrolyte. Okay, 1 drop of water just had to put it in the, that is in the moisture. Please listen here. This is on the one drop of the moisture, they have to put it on the surface of the moisture, on the surface of the metal. Assume that this is iron metal. Just 1 drop of water, they have to put it on the surface of this iron metal. So now here, that droplet of the water, that part they started corrosion very easily compared to other part of the metal. Wherever they put that 1 drop of the water, that part they started corrosion. This part it is known as the anodic part. Okay, the rest of the part is on the cathodic part. Okay, smaller part is an anodic part, larger part is on the cathodic part. Understood now? The electrons is flow from anode to cathode. From this part is an anode. Whatever taking this part is an anode. Rest of the part of the metal is on the cathode. Now this part, the smaller part, very easily they started corrosion. The rest have been formation on the surface of the metal. For example, see that here iron is converted into metal ion. Here that OH group should be there. In the given moisture OH group, they can combine with the Fe2 plus ion, then the formation of FeOH twice. FeOH twice. Ferrous hydroxide. Ferric or maybe ferrous. For example, just you can see this one. This is on the metal, iron metal. Please listen here. The first oxidation they have been done. Fe, see that Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus the loss of 2 electron on the anodic side. Just I put a 1 drop of water here. This is the droplet of water. Understood now? This 1 droplet of the water on the surface of the iron metal. First oxidation they have been done. Iron is converted into Fe is converted into Fe2 plus loss of 2 electrons. Understood now? Electrons is moving from this part, it is known as anodic part. Understood? The rest of the part is on the cathodic part, metal. The same metal you have to classify it again here. The 2 parts should be there here, anode and the cathode. Okay? The moisture part is an anodic part, rest of the metal part is on the cathodic part. Understood? The first oxidation state, Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus, then they started the rest formation. See that here, in the given moisture, the rest formation. The second stage of oxidation, again, excess of water should be added on the surface of that iron metal. Fe2 plus ion, the second stage oxidation that have been done is give rise to Fe3 plus the loss of electrons. I'll show you here the picture. See that here, this part once again, this cell, the formation cathode and the anode. This part cathode, this part is an anode. So now this part, 1 drop of water on the surface of the iron metal, they started corrosion. That part is an anodic part. Okay, dissolve the metal in the given atmosphere or in the moisture. Then the rest of the part is on cathodic part. See here. All of you listen properly. See that in this one picture.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So can you please go back to the previous slide? And the one before.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just a minute, sir. I was just noting them. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll show here the same picture, same thing. Just you can see that. Assume that this part, see that here, this is on the metal. This part is on the metal part. See, listen here, this part is on the metal part. Okay. The one drop of water put on the surface of the iron metal. What happened? Just you can see here. Yeah. What happened here? What type of the reaction they have been done here?
Oxidation.
Oxidation. Very good. That which metal oxidation they have been done?
Ferrous.
Ferrous.
The
Iron.
anodic part.
Iron.
Anodic part. Very good. Iron. Iron we are taking here. Fe is given to Fe2 plus. Okay. Then electrons is moving from where to where?
Anode to cathode.
Very good. Anode to cathode. Very good. Anode to cathode. Now the reaction of cathodic side. Oxygen in the given atmosphere of moisture, gain of electrons. Then which one is unliberated?
Hydroxide ion.
Yeah, hydroxide.
Alcoholic ion.
Yeah, alcoholic or free hydroxyl ion. This free hydroxyl ion combined with metal ion, see that here. Fe, now these Fe2 ions are there, no? See that here. The reaction. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Once again, I'm showing this one. Fe2 plus. Electrons is moving from anode to cathode.
Sir, this is for wet corrosion?
Which one?
This is for wet corrosion?
No, dry corrosion.
This is for dry corrosion?
Yeah. Added any electrolyte in the given atmosphere, the moisture is available in the given atmosphere. Yeah. These reactions are important. Please see this one. Hydrogen, how they are liberated hydrogen?
Sir, sorry, again, this is for dry corrosion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there are different mediums you are using here. Not in the dry corrosion. This again come to that we are using different types of electrolytes here. Please listen here.
Yes, sir.
Different types of electrolytes we are using. Acid, base or neutral type. Okay. Now the first reaction, hydrogen liberated, H plus means the protons, the gain of electron is liberated. For example, I'm taking HCl. Please listen here. HCl is an electrolyte. Understood? For you know about that. SHE. What do you mean by SHE?
Standard hydrogen.
Standard hydrogen
Yeah,
electrode.
standard hydrogen electrode have to maintaining 1 atmospheric pressure. Then have to pass the liberated of hydrogen gases. So similar way we are using here that HCl is on the electrolyte. It is dissociated to give H plus and Cl minus ion. H plus and the Cl minus ion. Understood? These H plus ions, understood? We are using the different voltage in the given electrolyte solution by connecting between the anode and the cathode, the two electrode. These H plus ions are available in the given electrolyte, is not liberated. This is ionic form. Please listen here. These H plus means the ionic form. Understood? Is not liberated in the forms of the gaseous form. Now the excess voltage is applicable in the given two electrodes. Please listen here. The excess of voltage is applicable. These H plus ion, the ionic forms of that H plus is converted into H2. Okay. For example, 1.35 volt we are using. You know about in the metal finishing chapter, over voltage. You heard that now, over voltage, hydrogen over voltage. 1.23 we are using. Over that, the excess of voltage were applicable in the given two electrodes. Okay. Then these H plus ion is converted into hydrogen gases. Otherwise, these H plus ions are there, they can attacking on the surface of the metal. They are not evolving, it is converted into hydrogen gas. Excess applicable, the voltage is applicable between the two electrodes. This H plus ion is converted into hydrogen gas. Understood now? They are not deposited on the surface of any electrode. Yes? Yeah. Second reaction, see that here. Reduction of oxygen in acidic media. Which one the acidic media? We are using again here, this on the example of HCl. H plus ions are there. This H plus ion. Now, reduction they have been done, the oxidation in the acidic media, then it will remove that the washed water is on the product. Same product is on the water, the moisture in acidic media. Come to that, the reduction of in the neutral media. Neutral media means what? The basic media. Now this oxygen is combined with the moisture. Now the formation of free hydroxyl group. See that here 3 different reactions. One is on the hydrogen evolution. Second is on acidic media, the water is liberated. Third, the neutral media, OH group. Okay, the OH group is on liberated. This is most important for your midterm and the end semester examination. Resting of mechanism or mechanism of resting. Asking in the, yeah.
Can you once show previous slides, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
all the 3 will be done at cathode only, no, sir?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, tell me.
All the 3 reactions will be done at cathode only.
Yeah,
no,
yes,
sir?
yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, audible. Tell me.
Sir, in the previous slides, like what the type of questions asked in the exam would be, we would have to explain the things as well, like the definitions and all, or would we just be required to write the
The
equations?
first starting topic, they're asking that the class, this one. Which one? The differences between the dry corrosion and the wet corrosion. Okay?
Okay.
Differences between the wet corrosion and the dry corrosion. Then what types of the reactions they have been done in the oxidation and reduction? Later I'll show you that's an important reaction in the mechanism.
Sir, at the end of the chapter, can you please discuss the questions as well that kind of questions that could be asked in the exam?
Yeah, yes, fine, sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mechanism of resting. What types of the mechanism they have been done in the active metal, passive metal, and the noble metal? You know about that. The resting of metal, how they started. For example, again, once again taking here the iron is exposed into the oxygen. Please listen here, exposed to the oxygen means in the dry corrosion. Please listen here, the dry corrosion. In the presence of what? In the presence of what? Humidity and the moisture. Okay, humidity and the moisture. Just have to take that this is on the iron metal. You have to keep it for a few days outside in your home or inside your home. Okay, outside means it is very easily the humidity or maybe moisture, or in the coastal area. What types of the reactions have been done here? The iron metal. It is very easily they started corrosion. Understood now? Yes. Yeah. In the seawater, that way again we can assume that it is an electrolyte. It is an electrolyte. Acid or base or any salt. That water. Seawater. Yes. Understood my question? The
Yes, sir.
ocean or maybe the sea water, just you seeing that the different seas, no? Ocean, sea, in the coastal areas. That
Yes,
water
sir.
you can collect it is acid or base or a salt.
Base.
Sir, it's a
Directly
salt.
basic.
So it's a salt.
Yes,
Salt.
very good. That is on the salt, NaCl, the salt. The most of that, the ocean it will containing the salt water, NaCl. Understood? That's the salt water. Please listen here. The salt water. Now this iron metal. Which one is iron metal? Is active metal or passive metal?
Material.
Active.
Active metal. What type of the reaction they have been done here? Some of these ships, okay, they are made by that iron metal. Okay, the fishing or maybe anything, or you going for that maybe on the moving from the visitor or maybe the tourist places, moving from one place to another place. Those ship is made up of the iron materials. Then what type of the reaction they have been done in the ship? It is very easily they started corrosion, because the reason is some part of the ship is dipped into the salt water. Okay, those part had to dip into the salt water. Then that part is very easily they started corrosion. That part is known as anodic part. The upper part of that, the flowing the shear water, that part of that metal is on the cathodic part. Now here in that reaction, see that here, the first reaction mechanism. This is most important reactions, asking the 2-mark question in our examination. Okay, explain, write the mechanism or discuss the mechanism of rusting. You can take the example of iron. So now Fe, the anodic reaction, Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus the loss of 2 electron, the anodic reaction. Cathodic side, oxygen, the moisture, the gain of electron is liberated, free hydroxyl group. Now what is the product now here? Anode and cathode. This metal ion, Fe2 plus ion, combined with the OH, free hydroxyl ion, the active group, the functional group, then the product is FeOH, ferrous hydroxide. FeOH twice. Understood? See that. Fe2 plus combined with the free hydroxyl ion. The free hydroxyl ion is a functional group, reactive group, combined with the metal ion, Fe2 plus, the product is FeOH2. Now this product have to formation, this is the first stage of the oxidation. You got it here, ferrous hydroxide. See that here once again the picture. 1 drop of water, Fe is give rise to Fe2 plus. This part, 1 drop of water that had put it on the surface of that iron metal. This part is an anode. This part is an anode. Rest of the metal, you can take iron or maybe steel. It is known as the cathode. See this one.
Sir, the drop area is the anode.
Anode.
Or the
drop.
Or the smaller area, sir.
Smaller area, very good. Smaller area is an anode. Later we can discuss again the classifications are there in the corrosion. That type of the corrosion you can say that the pitting corrosion. Okay. Yeah. This is 2 important reactions. Continue that one, the mechanism. Please listen here. After that OH, FeOH twice, then you have to write these 2 important reactions. Means in the presence of excess oxygen, in the given atmosphere, excess oxygen. Now this Fe2, FeOH twice, excess of oxygen, the oxidation reaction they have been done, then the product they have to got it, Fe2O3, ferrous. Please listen here, Fe2O3. Then the Fe2O3, the composition, it will be shows that on the surface of the metal, yellowish color. Please see this one. You have to observe that generally in your home also. This yellowish color they have been got it, means the excess oxygen should be there. Then this Fe2 plus ion, once again they started corrosion. The yellowish color of the surface, the formation of the surface of the metal indicated it will containing Fe2O3.
Sir, does enough oxygen mean excess oxygen?
Yeah.
Sir, it's a complex or?
Which one?
Sir, it is a complexing agent, sir. Here, Fe2O3 dot.
Yeah.
Complex
that
compound.
Yeah. That may be moisture, the metal oxide. Then the second one.
Okay.
Second one, see that here. In the presence of limited oxygen. Here thus we see that the reaction. Limited oxygens means here containing excess of oxygen means oxygen plus the moisture. But here, the limited oxygen, this Fe, here we are taking the 4 moles. See that here, they balance the equation, 4 moles Fe, 4 moles of FeOH twice, then this product they have to got it. The color will be indicated, the yellowish rest formation, that the corrosive product. Then the blackish rest, see that here, this picture, that blackish rest they have been formation, it will be indicated the ferric hydroxide, the ferric oxide, Fe3O4 3H2O. These two important reactions. Understood now? In the mechanism, they started with the anode, cathode, then overall reaction. Then the next one is presence of enough oxygen, yellowish rest, limited oxygen, black rest. These important points in the mechanism. Asking for the 2 mark question, you have to write all these 5 reactions. Any doubts?
Sir?
Yes?
Sir, on
this is the
the
mechanism, complete mechanism of iron rusting.
Yeah. Complete mechanism iron of resting. You can take that many other example, but in your syllabus is concerned that we are taking one of the best example, that is the iron.
sir,
Yeah?
Sir,
Sir,
on
can
the
you show me the
anodic
reaction that
part-
what happens at the cathode?
sir, on
Yes.
the anodic part, the water drop is present, no, sir?
Yeah.
Is it the moisture or actually the water drop?
That moisture, any humidity or maybe moisture.
In the cathodic part also, the oxygen and moisture and the volume, those are also
Yeah.
from atmosphere.
So here that when excess of oxygen should be there, excess of oxidation means what? Here they started corrosion. So now they liberated here. See that the gain of electron should be there here. The reaction they have been done, they liberated a free hydroxyl group. The moisture combined with the oxygen, then they had liberated is one free hydroxyl group
Okay.
in the cathodic side.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, understood? Yeah.
Sir, in
Let
the
us go.
limited oxygen, water is not present there.
Oxygen? Here, no 3
Sir,
moles of
limited.
water. Same. Water is same.
Sir, no, sir. In the enough oxygen, sir, reactant side water is there, sir. And here is.
Here water is not there. But here, see that here, Fe2 plus the 4 moles we are taking. Here 4 moles of we are taking. Understood? Here 3 moles we are taken. You can balance the equation, no problem. You can take that 3 or 4 or 5. But here, excess of oxygen should be there. Then they have to got it yellowish rest. Limited type of the oxygen, half O2. Then you have to got it blackish rest. Ferrous and ferric. What do you mean by ferrous and ferric? Yes, ferrous and ferric.
So Fe2 plus and Fe3
Fe2
plus.
plus Fe3
Yes,
plus.
very good. See that here. You got it here. The product is on ferrous, Fe2. Here is on Fe3, ferric. First oxidation state they have to got it Fe2. Second oxidation state got it Fe3. Later we can
Yes,
go
sir.
to the classification, the galvanic series and the electrochemical series. We can discuss this one. Yeah. Asking for the 2 mark questions. Please listen here. The next topic, electrochemical series and the galvanic series. What do you know about that electrochemical series in the battery technology? Yes, tell me anyone. Where that started the electrochemical series? In the periodic table, different types of metal, non-metal are available. Or we are doing that, the preparations of some of the alloys. What is the difference between metal and alloys? Yes?
Alloy is combination of 2 metals.
Very good. The combination of 2 alloys. Example?
Brass.
Which one?
So tin.
Steel.
Brass.
Brass, steel. Very good. Very good. Very good. In the brass, what are the compositions? It will contain two different metals. Yes. Yes,
Copper
brass is
and
right,
zinc.
100% right.
Copper and zinc, sir.
Yes, very good. Copper and zinc. Steel, in the steel it is an alloy. Depending upon the different grades, we are using more
Sir,
than,
carbon content is less than
yeah,
0.
carbon. Very good. Carbon, chromium, iron. Okay. There are many different grades are there. Different compositions can prepare that the different types of stainless steel alloy. Okay. Now asking for the 2 mark questions here, the differences between electrochemical series and the galvanic series. Please listen here. First difference, electrochemical cell means what? Electrochemical cells means the cell is consists of 2 electrode, anode and cathode. Understood? In the galvanic series also, it will containing the cell is anode and cathode. But first difference, just you can see that here. The electrochemical series means the arrangement of metal and the non-metal. Please listen here. Metal and the non-metal in the periodic table have to order, increasing order. There the standard reduction potential, that is known as electrochemical series. So now this metal and the non-metal, we can compare together with the standard reduction potential, which electrodes we are chosen. Understood my question?
Sir, can you repeat, sir, question?
In the electrochemical series, the metal and the non-metal, increasing order, to compare to the standard reduction potential, which types of electrodes we are using. Primary electrode or secondary electrode? Already done that in electrochemistry. Primary reference electrode, secondary reference electrode. You don't know answer? Anybody
Sir, I
will reply?
think
Yes?
primary.
Very good. Primary. Primary means which one? SHE, standard
SHE.
hydrogen electrode. Why SHE is known as the primary standard electrode, primary reference electrode? What is the reason?
Its electrode
Sir,
potential
SRP
is
is
So it has zero potential at standard
Very
conditions.
good. Zero potential. The EMF value is 0. Now here that electrochemical series, we have to put together the different types of the metal we are using, unknown metal and the non-metal by the increasing order, then compare together the standard SH, they have been connected, they have to find out, for example, the 2 electrodes we are taking, okay, 2 electrode, one is on anode, another one is on the cathode, one is on anode, another one is on the cathode. So now the SHE, please listen here, this SHE is on the standard electrode, okay. Then the another one electrode, we don't know about what about the EMF value. What about that EMF value? Unknown electrode have to comparing together. They have been find out by using which equation?
Nernst.
Yes,
Nernst
very
equation.
good. By using Nernst equation. According to that, the value, the EMF value is increases the plus value or maybe minus value. According to that, the dissolution or oxidation or reduction, the EMF value is positive or maybe negative to increases the order then compared to the standard reduction potential, the SHE, that is known as electrochemical series. Now the electrochemical series, we have to find out which one? Metal and the non-metal. First important point. Come to that, the galvanic series. Now this electrochemical series we are using the procedure. What is that procedure? We are using here 1 molar solution. The electrolyte we are using 1 molar solution of which one? Salt water or the sea water. Please listen here. The 2 electrodes dip into this given solution. The concentration of the given electrolyte is 1 molar. 1 molar solution. Then you have to find out, this is on 1 molar, you know that the concentration of the electrolyte, you know about the EMF value of SHE, then this one is an unknown. It is very easily they had substituted, but the next equation they had to find out what about the EMF value of unknown metal and the non-metal. Understood? They come to that the galvanic series, we are using the arrangement of which one? Metal and alloys. Here is on metal and the non-metal. Here is on the metal and alloys. Here is on the increasing order, but here is on decreasing order corrosions. But here we are using unpolluted seawater. We are not taking that exactly 1 molar. Unpolluted water. Same procedure. Unpolluted water we are taking is a given electrolyte. According to that, the decreasing order, which metal is on? For example, unpolluted water. How you can find out? Assume that this is on the iron metal. This is on the iron metal. We have to dip into the given solution for a 1 week. For a 1 week. Okay, what's your observation? This is iron metal. Please listen here. This is iron metal. Just have to put it into the salt water up to 1 week. Then what's your observation?
It's corroded.
Yes?
Rust or
It's
any
get
other
corroded.
corrosion.
Yes, very good. Rust. Which part of the metal, the formation of the rust? 100% full, the whole metal should be dipped into the salt water. Then the whole part of the metal they started corrosion. Understood? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Half of the metal should be dipped into the salt water. Half of that part of the metal is not dipped into the salt water. Then which part they started corrosion very easily?
Which is dipped in water.
Yes, very good. Those part of that part of that metal dipped into the water, then they started corrosion. Corrosion means sense that what? Some part of the metal is dissolved into the given salt solution. Oxidation reaction. Understood now? Some part of the metal dissolved into the given salt water. Now, for example, initially I am taking this is the 5 grams. Please listen here. 5 grams of the sample of the metal. After 7 days is over, the same metal I am taking outside from the polluted water, drying it, then once again taking the weight of the metal. The weight is increase or decrease?
Increase. Decrease.
Very good, decrease. What is the reason now decrease?
Corrosion.
The surface.
Corrosion.
Yes, very good.
Surface has
Some
been
part of the metal is dissolved. Some part of the metal is dissolved in the given electrolyte. For example, after 7 days, assuming that one example, so after 7 days, the weight is 4.5 gram. 4.5 gram. Okay. Initially is on how much? That with the weight of the metal? 5 grams. Now the difference is what? What about the difference?
0.5 gram.
0.5 grams. 0.5 grams what? That 0.5 grams what?
So
Dissolved, sir.
Dissolved, rusting. Okay, the corrosion. These types of which metal is very easily they have to dissolve it. Very easily they have been reacted. Which types of the alloys is very easily they have been dissolved it. In the given unpolluted water, these types of decreasing order, then have to arrange that in the series that is known as galvanic series. Understood? Understood now?
Can you
Yes,
repeat
sir.
this? Can you repeat the statement, sir? Once.
Which statement? Galvanic series?
Yes, sir.
No.
Last statement.
Yeah.
Last statement.
The metal and alloys in the given unpolluted water, decreasing means the lot of increase and the weight should be on the more reactive metal or more reactive alloys in a decreasing order in the given unpolluted water to measuring that is known as galvanic series in the periodic table. Metals only have to think that the metals, alloys are the combinations of different metals. Second point, see that here. In the electrochemical series, we are using metal and non-metal, but here, metal and alloys. Understood the second difference? Here is an 1 molar solution, here is an unpolluted solution. We are not using any concentration of the given electrolyte. Okay? Then the next one, ideal series. The standard series they have been arranged in the electrochemical series. Positive or maybe negative EMF values. Compared to that, SHE. Then here is an practical. Practical series means what? How many grams of metal they have to dissolve? The loss of metal. Which one is on more reactive? Active metal, passive metal, or maybe noble metal. According to that, the loss of metal, you can arrange the practical type. More reactive means we can come to that maybe in the galvanic series. Which one is the more reactive series in the galvanic series? Which metal? Which metal in the periodic table? One example, tell me.
Sir, potassium.
Potassium. Potassium is not a metal.
Lithium.
No. Magnesium. Magnesium. Mg. Mg is given rise to Mg to. Let I will show you that the order wise. Okay. Mg. Magnesium Mg is given rise to Mg2 plus the loss of 2 electrons in the top series in the galvanic series. So now, according to the third point, the fourth differences, the electrochemical series we determine by using that unknown electrode, metal or maybe non-metal, by using which one? By using the Nernst equation. Here in the galvanic series, based upon the actual corrosion rate. Actual corrosion rate means what? Indicated. Which one is on more active? Which metal is on more active? Okay, passive metal, noble metal, and active metal. According to that, 1 gram, 2 grams, 3 grams, like that, had to arrange that. The practical series they have been done in the galvanic series. Okay. Now here, the last difference, the position of the metal is fixed. Which one? The position of the metal is fixed. Which one? Then first I have to compare to that primary reference electrode, SHE. Okay. Then the position of the metal in the series they have been changing depending upon that copper, zinc, iron, or many two different types of element have to combining. Then the galvanic series should be on changes.
Sir, last point I didn't get, sir, of electrochemical series.
Which one? Here. This point.
Yes, sir.
The position of metal is fixed means what? One metal you know that. For example, I'm not using SHE. Please listen here. I'm not using, here is an SHE. I'm using here copper, zinc, or any other type of the metal. Another metal is an unknown. Another metal is an unknown. You know about the concentration of the electrolyte. Then very easily they are substituted here by the Nernst equation. Now which one is on the unknown? EMF value of the electrode. That position of the metal they have been fixed, no changes. That unknown metal. You can take that the SHE or any other types of the metal. Maybe using here the SHE, or you can use secondary reference electrode. Which one is the secondary reference electrode?
Calomel electrode.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Calomel electrode.
Glass electrode.
But here, see that in the galvanic series, what happened here? Depending upon the metal to metal or metal to alloys, the changing the series. Understood? By the changing the series, compared to copper and the zinc, compared to copper and the gold, compared to that anode and cathode we are taking in the galvanic series. For example, iron and platinum. Please listen here. Iron and platinum. Iron is acts as an anode. Platinum is acts as a cathode to form in a galvanic cell. In a galvanic cell. Please listen here in the galvanic cell. Electrolyte I am taking HCl. Which electrode started corrosion now?
Iron.
Iron. Why it is an iron?
Because it's more active.
Yeah, more active. Please see this one. The EMF of the series, the platinum is on the noble metal. The EMF value is on higher. But compared to that iron, minus 44 volt, the EMF value, very active metal. Here the larger gap should be there between anode and cathode. Anodic metal is very easily catching the oxidation or maybe corrosion. So that's why here the position of metal is fixed in the galvanic series and the electrochemical series, okay, compared to that galvanic series. But here the changes, different metals we are using, copper, gold, iron, silver are different metals, combining is anode and cathode. But here it is very easy to connect it with the primary reference electrode or maybe secondary reference electrode. Got that point?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat it again?
Which point?
The one which you told the number 4.44.
4 point. So that iron, the EMF value, iron minus 0.44 volt, the EMF value of iron.
Okay, sir.
Gold is on plus EMF value, and not gold, platinum, noble metal. So the noble metal iron, the noble metal platinum acts as a cathode, iron is an anode. Okay, two electrodes connected together to form the cell in the given electrolyte. Given electrolyte, you can take acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Understood? Understood this
Yes, sir.
point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then the
And sir,
reaction job in, yeah.
How does it change, sir? Could you please explain that?
Which one?
Oh,
The
how does
larger the gap, please see that here. The larger the gap, the EMF of the series, the electrode, the EMF series is one is on the higher negative value, another electrode is on the positive value, higher positive value. Okay, you can select it, these types of the two electrode, negative value should be there the higher side, one is on higher positive, another is on the higher negative value. They can select it the two electrode, then the negative electrode, which one the oxidation, the anode side is very easy to start at corrosion, because the larger differences between the EMF value, anode and cathode. Okay.
Okay,
We
sir.
have to minimize that the corrosion. You can select it the anode and cathode very near the EMF value. Very near the EMF value. Understood? Both are, for example, minus 44, then minus 34. We can select it anode and cathode. Then you have to minimize the corrosion rate of the metal. Understood? Got that point?
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
This is the same thing. Yeah, see that here in the galvanic series. First, magnesium, active metal, magnesium alloy, zinc, aluminium, cadmium, like that the many metals and the non-metals, metals and alloys, noble metal. Already done that this one, the differences. See that here, the standard EMF value. Yes. See that here, the red mark here that indicated decreasing means what happened here? The EMF value, positive or negative?
Negative, sir.
Negative, sir.
Then here, the green mark, upward direction, the EMF series. What happened that values?
Positive.
Positive values. So, for example, please listen here. One more example. This is gold 1.420 acts as a cathode electrode. Then the another one is, here is on the potassium, minus 2.942. Which metal they started corrosion?
Sir, potassium.
Potassium. For example, this in the cell, nickel cadmium cell. Nickel cadmium cell. Please listen, a nickel cadmium cell. What about the nickel? This one nickel, EMF series, minus
0.25.
Yeah. Then the cadmium, minus 0.4. What is the difference?
Sir,
Minus 1.53 volt. So these types of the selection, anode and cathode, to minimize the corrosion. This type you can selection. This is an anode, cathode. This one is an anode. The lot of gaps are the differences between the EMF series. Then this anode electrode is very easily distorted corrosion. So as well as the avoided the differences between anode and cathode, we can selection the electrode. It acts as an anode and cathode very near the values of EMF series. Okay. Avoid it, not 100% completely avoid that this one corrosion, but slowly they started the oxidation or the corrosion. We can select the electrode, anode and cathode. The EMF series are very closer, very near to the two metals or maybe alloys. Got that point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, so higher the delta V, higher the corrosion rate?
Yes. The delta V value should be higher than compared to that anode and cathode, then the higher corrosion rate.
Oh, okay, sir.
We can avoid that corrosion. For I told it, no, here is 1.420 gold, then potassium is minus 2.9. See that the difference?
Yes, sir, large difference.
Larger difference. Then they started very easily the corrosion. The reaction is so faster in the oxidation side. Yes? Then the next type, the next one, types of corrosion. Please, this is most important. Some of that here, they give reasoning type of the question they're asking the examination. Explaining or the give reasoning type or example they have to give one. Then have to identify which types of the corrosion. One statement is given to you. Then you have to identify this statement is particularly which types of the corrosion. Okay, or what are the reason. This types of the question they are asking here in the type of corrosion. Many types of the corrosions are there, but related to in your topic, in your syllabus is concerned that there are discussions only 4 to 5 types of the corrosion. 4 to 5 types of the corrosion. First type, galvanic corrosion. Second type, pitting corrosion. Third type, stress corrosion. Fourth one, intergranular corrosion. Fifth one, microbial corrosion. This microbial corrosion is not there, no need to worry about that. Galvanic corrosion, pitting corrosion, stress corrosion, microbial corrosion, later we can discuss in the later. Now, first one, corrosions. What do you mean by galvanic cell? First topic, electrochemistry.
Which converts chemical
Two
energy
different
into
electrolytes
energy.
and two different electrodes.
Two different electrodes. Very good. The cell is consists of the two different electrodes, two different metals. Understood? It consists of two different electrodes, two different metals is dipped into the given electrolyte solution. That is known as the galvanic cell. So now here the galvanic cell, see that the definition. Two dissimilar metals, two dissimilar electrodes we are taking, connected into the given electrolyte. For example, tell me one example, best example. Yes?
Daniel cell.
Daniel cell.
Daniel cell, or I am taking here zinc and copper. Zinc is anode, copper is cathode. Now, zinc and copper. Now, zinc should be dipped into the given electrolyte is which one? Electrolyte. Zinc sulfate. Okay.
Copper sulfate.
Into it salt.
Copper sulfate. The same electrolyte are different electrolyte. No need to worry about that. But here, the electrodes we are taking two different electrodes. One is zinc, another one is copper. So that's why indicated here the definition. Two dissimilar metals, two dissimilar electrodes connected in the given electrolyte, anode and cathode. In the given electrolyte. Understood now? Got that point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, here we are selecting the two metals. One is anode. I'm selecting here the left hand side. The electrode is an anode. We're selecting is the anode in the galvanic cell. What about the EMF of the value? The EMF of the value is what? The metal lower EMF value. For example, I'm just taking zinc. What about the EMF value of zinc? Minus Point?
0.76.
Yes, very good. 0.76 volt. Got that point? Second, cathode, electrode. The metal have higher standard hydrogen potential, means EMF value. Copper, I'm taking example. What about the EMF value of copper here?
0.34.
0.34.
0.34.
0.34 volt. Understood? Now this is basic concept. Two dissimilar metals, anode and cathode. I'm taking one example, zinc and the copper. Zinc is an anode, the EMF value is on minus 0.6, copper is on cathode, the value is positive, 0.34 volt. Understood? So these types of the cells have been connected. See this one. Here, zinc electrode. Zinc, what happened here? Dissolutions, dissolve the metal. Here this is on the separator, porous membrane. Okay. Zinc sulfate and the copper sulfate, common ion effect should be there. But here, what happened here? Zinc is dissolved in the given solution, oxidation. Copper is deposited on the given electrolytes of the copper, reduction reaction. Electrons is flow from anode to cathode. Understood now? Any doubts? You already done that electrochemistry topic?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here, see that this part of the zinc, then they started corrosion. Dissolutions of the part of the metal into the given electrolyte, this part they started corrosion. Understood now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Consider, we are taking that here the example. Fe minus 44, the EMF value. Zinc is, then again you can connect it with the tin, minus 0.14. Here, please listen, tell me, both the EMF value is on minus minus. Which one is an anode, which one is on cathode?
Sir, Fe will be anode, sir, and tin will be, sir, cathode.
Yes, very good. What is the reason?
So because lesser negative.
Sir, negative SRP.
Yeah, very good. Both are negative, but higher, lesser negative value should be selected as an anode. Then the next one is on the cathode. But here, this example, already done that, this one. Zinc and copper, you know that very well. Similar way, zinc and iron, iron and tin, iron and copper, zinc and tin, zinc and copper. Many more example you can take. Then have to decide which one is an anode, which one is an cathode. Understood? Any doubts? No doubts. These are the examples.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So in the previous slide, could you please explain from where does the corrosion start?
Here, the zinc side. Here, this part. This part is dissolved in the given electrolyte, dissolutions of the metal, zinc part.
Okay, sir. And why is that, sir? Why not DCU?
Depending upon that, this one, the reactive metal. The EMF value is a lower, the oxidation, the active metal should be there, the loss of electron. The another one is on the gain of electron, that side. The EMF value should be connected between the two electrodes. One is on the higher EMF value, another is the lower EMF value.
Yes,
okay. Sir. This is not there in our syllabus. So shall I stop now?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
So, sir, I didn't understand when you said whatever you said in the previous slide about where the corrosion starts. So, does it always start at the lower EMF value or the higher EMF value, sir?
Lower EMF value.
Okay, sir. So it always starts at the zinc side.
Yeah, the lower EMF value means that metal should be this one, more reactive metal.
More reactive metal.
Yeah.
So it must be an active metal.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sir.
The next class, repeating corrosion.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what about
one of the slides? Sir, I want to see that where evolution of hydrogen take place at the cathode, sir. That slide I want to see once more, sir. My network went away, sir, that time.
I show you.
Sir, what about the second type of corrosion after galvanic?
Pardon?
Yeah, that one. The next one. There was a differential something corrosion.
Differential is not there in the syllabus. Not to worry.
Oh,
No need to worry
okay,
about
sir.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any doubts?
So that evolution of hydrogen one, sir. I want to see that.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please listen here. 1 minute. I'm taking the attendance. Yeah. One announcement.
Sir, if we
Tomorrow, first quiz, 10 mark. They already announced that you are madam, Preeti madam. 20 questions. Please listen here. 20 questions, MCQ. Tomorrow we have to join the meeting. 6 o'clock, I think 6:10 have to join the meeting. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. You got it, the timetable now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it's 6:30.
6:30, no? They have to join the team from 6:20. 6:20 have to join the meeting. Understood? Preeti Kumari madam, she will be conducted the tomorrow.